McCann, the sophomore out of Arizona.
Yeah, McCann is really coming into her own this season. Today, we're going to have to see her use her rise ball to all four quadrants. We're also going to have to see her utilize that changeup.
Started out the season so hot, Goodnight did. Then had some struggles in the middle part of the year. And he said he thinks she's playing some.
Is just somebody who you don't want to give on base. She's got speed, she's got pop, she's got power.
Heath Walker at first and Robbie Guest at third.
And this is really the first year that we've seen Dallas Goodnight actually swing away at more pitches, traditionally more of a slapper. That's why you're not going to see her home run numbers be as high, but can run any ground ball out.
Traditional slappers at the top of the lineup. Really everybody has to be able to swing away in some capacity now.
Right. The mentality is kind of switching over to their hitters first.
Week win over Georgia Tech. Wave and a miss by Goodnight. And after an 8-pitch battle, McCann gets the strikeout.
For Marissa McCann. This is somewhere she struggled all season long, getting those swing and misses, but does an excellent job of spinning this ball up, unable to get a barrel on it.
By the way, if you're seeing that pink in the pink game against Texas A&M a couple of weeks ago, her mom battling breast cancer. Mizzou run ruled number 1.
Right.
Payoff. Allison ticks it into Crenshaw's mitt. Back-to-back Ks for McCann to open the night.
Strike zone. And she has to swing at it on a 3-2 count.
Jaden Goodwin now pulls it down the right field line. Fair ball into the corner. Extra bases for Goodwin, who stops at second with a stand-up 2-out double.
Feared hitter in this lineup this year. Her and Gordon have been phenomenal for Georgia, but she just continues.
But she punches out the side around a 2-out Goodwin double in the first inning. 3 big punch-outs from McCann, all swinging. After half,
it's a one-hitter.
Back is 13-7 with a 3.6 earned run average. It's her 30th overall appearance of the season. And Walker in the home first inning for Missouri. Crenshaw shows bunt after she was hit by a pitch a few weeks ago. Got back in the lineup. Both she and Cara Daly did sooner than expected. Pinch running before she could get out there and play again.
Right. She knows this is her last hurrah and is willing to put her body on the line for her team.
Demonstrative reaction to the 4-pitch walk to start the bottom of the first. Safe to say that even with Missouri out of contention for an at-large bid because of how far below 500 they are, the intensity is still there, especially for these seniors.
Run. She is really the person who brings the energy for this Missouri. A lot of fierceness behind that.
To first, it's a fair ball kicked away into foul territory, and Abrascato reaches on the error by White. Hit with Madison Walker and her 18 home runs in the box. Walker ropes it into left, a base hit. Stop sign for Crenshaw, and the Tigers have them loaded with nobody out.
Who scores first, potentially, when it comes down to it in the 7th? The game plan, what are we doing now? Weren't anticipating loading the bases in the first 3 hitters. So now, how do we pitch to Taylor Ebbs, who's up to bat for the Tigers?
Ebbs, the transfer from Kentucky. For Ebbs and Daly. 1-2. 2-2. Ebbs to first. White handles it. Comes home for the force out on Crenshaw.
Julia Crenshaw gets a great lead, but isn't there in time. Space. You kind of have to get away from that runner to give yourself a path to make that throw if you're trying to go for a double play from 4-1.
Lifted to center field. Goodnight is there. Abrascato tags. The throw is cut off. And Missouri takes a first inning lead on the sacrifice fly by Cara Daly.
Kara Daly gets a bat on the ball in a 3-2 count. Not a great hit, but Missouri knows the importance of the situation.
Is loaded with nobody out. Getting out of this with just a 1 run would be a win for Lily Backus in Georgia.
It definitely would be a win. And first innings aren't always easy, especially when you're in the SEC.
1-1. Way up, but speared by Marissa Miller, the catcher, to hold Madison Walker.
Wow, just barely is able to get her glove on it.
Unearned. Ball 4, the second Backus walk of the inning. Up to Grove aboard, and the bases once again full of Tigers.
All season long, whether it's Backus or Rolling, even Gibson on the mound, they've really struggled with a relatively high number of walks all season long and putting themselves in danger early here in this game.
At this level, because of course they all dominated in high school. They all dominated it.
Right? Every single pitch matters. So that self-talk and that mental preparation is so crucial to make sure that you're not missing pitches because...
First inning for Lily Backus, 27 pitches, an unearned run across, and the bases juice for Missouri. Payoff to Langer. Strike 3 called. Lily Backus limits the damage after Missouri loaded the bases with nobody out.
And I think we're going to continue to see that throughout this ball game. She's trying to get these Georgia hitters to swing and miss and be underneath the ball, and she's done a great job. So.
Lifted to left, long run, Cahalan at the wall, it's gone! Just the second home run of the year for Lindy Ray Davis. And Georgia ties it right back up in the second inning.
And this is why it's so essential for those Missouri pitchers to get ahead in the count. Going 3-2, being forced to throw a strike. McCann just really hits a pretty good spot. Lindy Ray just totally expecting a rise ball from McCann and is able to drive it and use some of that pop to just skirt it over the fence a little.
Here's Emily Digby, the shortstop. To second base, off the outstretched glove of Wilhelm. Because of weather issues moving that series around, Missouri's had plenty of that here at home this year as well. Fisted foul against LSU and their single game attendance record against LSU. Swing and a miss, a fourth McCann strikeout. Georgia still has not been retired. Back to the circle, McCann takes the shore out at first base. That allows Digby to move in his scoring position and a bouncer back to the circle.
Yeah, she's really the competitor for this Missouri team. They ride her on the mound, and she's the doer.
From the starter, either Krings or Harrison in most cases, to Pennell. That got a piece of Crenshaw, hopefully not the previously injured. And this crowd got very quiet for a moment, but happy to see their senior.
Another look at this here. Fouled off, just barely nicks the hand. Gets out a little too quick.
Popped into short center. Wilhelm out from second base, and the inning is over. Georgia strands a runner at second for the second consecutive inning. She is 0 for 8. 5 strikeouts. She's been hit by a pitch this year. Off her hands, down the right side, and out of play. The ACC, the Big 12, certainly the former Pac-12, felt this way, who look at those standings against the national rankings, who listen to our conversation, and who roll their eyes. They typically did in the Big 12, strengthens the case. Shallow right toward the foul line. Gordon makes the call and the catch. Neither pitcher has yet had a low-stress inning tonight, but Backus is on the doorstep. And Crenshaw waves and misses. A 1-2-3 frame for Backus, polished off by the strikeout of Crenshaw.
Have that order come through second time. And the leadoff swings and misses at your first pitch.
McCann got a bunch of swings and misses early on tonight. Struck out
To do so.
softly, popped up near second base. Wilhelm takes the pop up for the first out. Lifted into right. Abriscato, 2 down. Aiden Goodwin. To short, up the Grove. McCann answers the 1-2-3 inning from Backus with one of her own. Home third coming up next. Also got a win at Mississippi State in Starkville and at Ole Miss in Oxford. She singled on a bullet line drive over third. Scooped over to the right side. White on the move makes the catch.
Not always easy to catch a ball that is fouled behind you. As you're going to see, she takes a great angle, catches this ball over the shoulder.
Here's Taylor Ebbs to White. She knocks it down. Close play at the bag. Ebbs is safe.
Just bounces it off her knee. Taylor Ebbs, interesting choice to make it. And let's take another look. And it is totally a bang-bang.
Challenging it.
Yeah, it might be something to do with the fact that there's 2 outs. Confident in Lily Backus on the mound.
Topper to third and foul. Waves over the Backus changeup and strikes out. 2 punch-outs in the inning for Backus, 4 in the game. She works around a 2-out error. 4, 5, and 6 for Georgia here in the fourth. Sarah Gordon sprays it foul down the right side. Well hit. In the end, had home run distance. Of course, then you saw those other dates. Be getting right into it with NCAA Regionals, Supers, and the Women's College World Series, all of which will be plastered across ESPN networks as it should be. Wave and a miss. Another Marissa McCann strikeout. Driven to right field. Abriscato got turned around. It's over her head and bangs into the base of the wall. Davis digs into second with a double. What's the verdict on the glittery pink eye black? Maddie, would you have been rocking that in the circle?
I wasn't big on eye
It might be so bright and glittery that the umpires might not even love a pitcher wearing it. It's like,
a distraction.
having distracting tape on your on your throwing wrist or something. Floated down the right field line. Long run. Abriscato makes the catch. Bras on the move. The throw is there. Double play. So to get the pinch runner. Bras at third. In fact, Backus would have retired 8 straight at this point. Madison Updegrove, the first Tiger to face her in the home fourth. "11 of Georgia's 20 players are underclassmen." 1-2. Strike 3 called. It's a 5th K for Lily Backus.
Change up all day, Nate, and that's really been Backus's bread and butter. Rise ball's been a little bit wild, getting away from her.
Bunt back to the circle. Backus gets it to the covering Ellison, who did well to get there in time.
I can't help but think that it's to give her a little bit of experience going into next year.
Foul territory, right side. Everybody's okay. That was off her hands. Similar spot. Ellison wanted it, but Gordon slides in to make the catch. Another McCann payoff. Williams waves and misses, and Marissa McCann has her 6th strikeout. 7 earlier this season. Popped up. Shortstop up to Grove makes the call and the catch. But McCann has mostly feasted against the Big Ten. Her 2 games prior to this one against...
She's doing a good job of letting these Georgia hitters pop out. She's not trying to do too much. She's just letting them get themselves out, and she's working the count.
Primarily a pinch runner last year. Has had 9 starts this season. Most of her appearances still off the bench. 33rd game in which she's played. She was 0 for 1 and scored a run against Georgia Tech in the midweek a couple of weekends ago, or a couple of weeks ago, I should say. Pitch comes in and hits her.
Story off the bench, cold, runs too far inside, gets her up on. It's such an important point of the lineup to get that 9-hole hitter out if you're Missouri. Don't really want to turn this lineup over for the 3rd time too early in this game.
Probably having a senior who's played as much softball as she has. Back to the circle on the bunt. McCann, a bare hand, good night, beats it. 2 on for Georgia with 2 out. She does not stray from her game plan, from her mental approach. She's not going to be phased by...
She finds a way on day after day and is really the starter, the spark igniter for this Georgia offense, and that's why she finds herself the leader of this offense and in the top of the order. And I have to go back and highlight that hit by pitch to the 9-hole. This is not a good situation to be in with one of the better hitters in the Georgia lineup stepping up to bat.
Hit by pitch and a bunt single to put 2 on. Ellison couldn't hold up. A big 7th strikeout for Marissa McCann. It ties her career high and it gets her out. Cahalan into left center, playable for Goodnight. And that's the first out.
A really competitive game we have here thus far. A little bit of a pitcher's duel. Both pitchers for Missouri and Georgia.
Crenshaw cranks it foul, wide of third, but not by much. Swing and a miss. Crenshaw goes down. The 6th punch out for Lily Backus.
Blunder in the first inning to minimize the damage, and now using her changeup is probably her best pitch today. Just a really good outing. Not even using her hard stuff to really get these Missouri hitters out.
Abrascato has the only Missouri run when she reached on that white error back in the 1st. Struck out her last time in the 3rd.
Probably not the answer they're going with. Against one of the only lefties in Missouri's lineup in Abrascato.
Backus has retired 6 in a row, and Missouri hitters are 0 for their last 13 against her. Ball 4, the first base runner Backus has allowed of her own accord since a walk to Madison Updegrove with 2 outs in the 1st.
That off speed.
Wave and a miss by Walker, and Backus gets out of it with a 7th strikeout. McCann and Backus. Tie game to the 6th inning. And a fly ball into center field. Well hit. It is out of here. Georgia on a 2nd leadoff home run, this time from Goodwin, takes the lead in the 6th inning. Lindy Ray Davis in the 2nd, Goodwin in the 6th.
Yeah, and Georgia has been trying to figure out how to lift McCann's rise ball all day long. And Goodwin finally gets... She's really had a great year a good pitch to drive, but she continues to take step forward throughout her career. And she's done a great job of putting this Georgia team in the lead.
Sarah Gordon bounces it to Updegrove. Long throw, just in time.
Really nice throw from Updegrove at short. It really is pretty bang bang.
There were 2 outs at that point, so Georgia's only so worried about what that inning could become. Davis off the end of the bat, corks it into short left. Updegrove goes well out for the catch. Softly hit toward the middle. Updegrove moving toward the bag, makes the play. Ebbs with a leadoff walk. She shows butt, pushes it to first. Blackston into scoring position on the sacrifice bunt. So Daly has sacrificed twice through the air and on the ground.
And that's consistently been a problem 1 through 9 in this entire lineup for Missouri.
2-2. To short, Blackston moves up to third. Digby takes the out at first base. Jaden Goodwin's go-ahead homer in the top of this inning for Georgia. Dodge drills it to center. Goodnight went the wrong way. It's gone. A pinch hit 2-run homer for Maya Dodge. And Missouri takes.
Wow. What is so cool about this at bat? And here we're going to show you Backus throws a drop ball in that lower half. Dodge reaches down with her hands and just smokes it over the center field wall. A really nice piece of hit. Kudos for her being a pinch hitter coming off the bench and being able to get
Strikes on Abby Wilhelm, but what a moment in that dugout for Missouri. Just the second Tigers hit. Mizzou now has 3 runs on 2 hits. A first inning single. 5 of them have been for extra bases and 3 home runs. Wilhelm has a pair of flyouts to the right fielder Gordon. She goes into center. It is deep. It is gone. Wilhelm's first collegiate hit is a big fly to go back-to-back with Maya Dodge and make it 4-2 Tigers.
damage to Backus. A freshman that has no hits on the season is the one that does some more damage for Missouri. Pretty surprising here. As we watch, again, a pitch lower half of the zone. Didn't look like it had much movement on it. Wilhelm just gets a really nice piece as Backus leaves that ball over the plate. And again, drills a pretty hard line over the outfield wall.
Cahalan into left. It is caught on the move. Missouri's closer takes over with an unlikely lead. 4-2 Tigers going to the 7th inning. Georgia took the lead on a Goodwin homer in the top of the 6th of the season, cold off the bench, and Abby Wilhelm, her first ever collegiate hit to make it 4-2 Tigers. Opportunity takes over for Marissa McCann, who, Maddie, tossed 6 really good innings for Missouri, gave up 2 solo home runs, and that's it.
Got the job.
Wave and a miss for strike 1.
Same story, going to run that ball in on righties. Utilized in the nods. So kind of a cool matchup here as we see 2 very similar pitchers competing in the bottom of the 6th and the top of the 7th.
1-2 on Davila.
Every time she steps on the mound, I don't think this team has any less confidence with her out there than they did with McCann, trying to give a different look to close the game out.
Hot foul, Crenshaw on the move. Couldn't get there.
That is such a tough play. That ball gets popped up. It's spinning backwards away from you.
Crowd wanted Crenshaw's smile that you could see even through her mask.
Up. Devastating part of the zone for Taylor Pinnell. Just drops off below Georgia's knees.
Miller toward the middle, up to Grove on the move, off balance, got the out. Is on deck. Georgia just needs a base runner any which way.
Yeah, because Story trying to flip this lineup over to give Georgia another shot at some life.
Pennell's 1-2. Swing and a miss! Maya Dodge and Abby Wilhelm set the table for Taylor Pennell, and she slams the door shut for a series opening victory over Georgia.
Put all the pieces together, and that's what this Missouri team has been wanting or yearning to do all season long.
Maddie, I say this with deep and who is talented enough and tough enough mentally and physically to play the game at this level, including for Maya Dodge and Abby Wilhelm. But have you Missouri softball?
And like I said earlier in the game, Nate, what a crazy part of the order to do the damage tonight. You've got a freshman that's never had many at-bats and a pinch hitter off the bench.
Maya Dodge and see what happens. Yep, that's about right. It probably doesn't feel too bad, though, after a pinch hit, two-head homer in the 6th inning, and Missouri with a 1-9 record in SEC games decided by 2 or fewer runs this year.